Pastor Shane Pooler with your Monday morning moment. I've been preaching a series over the last few weeks on the parable of the prodigal son, and we have come to the conclusion that this parable really was not about the prodigal son at all. It wasn't about his older brother, but rather it was more about the loving, gracious father who was willing to accept his children in their condition and was willing to love them and embrace them and restore them back to a position of authority and sonship rather than reject them because the younger son had been errant and taken off and done his thing. The older one, though there, had distanced himself from his father and from his brother in relationship. Though loyal, and though fulfilling the father's will, if you will, or desires, had a terrible motive behind what he was doing. It was a very selfish motive. As we studied and as we shared the thought about this parable, we discovered that this father was willing to do anything necessary to restore his children. And I think any parent would feel that way. Certainly we can relate to a father, or as a father, I can relate to if my children were in an errant way or they felt separated or distanced from the family. I would want to do anything I possibly could to restore them back to that position that they so rightfully deserve. Well, that's the Father. That's the Father of us all, who loves us that much that He is willing to look beyond our disobedience, our inappropriate motives, and love us so much that He was willing to sacrifice His own Son for us. Now, in this time of year, we become very cognizant of those who are in need, and our hearts seem to melt a little bit, and we become more aware of the struggles in life, and we're willing to give more of ourselves. But as I showed you at the beginning of this video, the constant flow of traffic that goes up and down the highway in front of our church, people busy and people going in every direction, caught up in so much of what life really is, and it's activity. It's something to keep us distracted from the real reason of this season, and that is that Jesus Christ came as the ultimate price and the ultimate opportunity for you and I to find a better way. As a Gentile, the only hope I had was that Jesus Christ would come and offer Himself for all of my sin. So let me encourage you this week. There is a Father who loves you. Oh man, He loves you where you're at. He doesn't ask you to do anything above who you are. He wants you simply to surrender and come back home. If you've been faithful and you've been loyal, but you feel separated, I want you to know that He loves you so much that He is willing to leave the festivities to speak to you and to come to you to try and bring you back underneath the covering that He has so perfectly created for you and I. Don't be so busy in this season to lose sight of the real reason that we celebrate. It's not the Christmas gifts that we find underneath the tree, but it is the ultimate gift, and that is Jesus Christ, who came to offer Himself once and for all for you and I. Let me encourage you this week. Know that Jesus Christ is there. Know that the Father loves you. And know that there is nothing that you could receive on this earth that will ever be a substitute for the graciousness and the love that the Father has given to each and every one of us. So this week, know that we love you and we are praying for you. This is Pastor Shane Pooler from Highway Tabernacle Church of God in Kennewick, Washington, with your Monday morning moment. Have a blessed week.